Hello, my beautiful creative creatures. It's Megan. I know it's been a month since I've done a video, so I figured I would jump back in, talk about Awakened because I've got sent these videos a while ago and I need to talk on them regardless of how long it's been. I still have an opinion on it regardless. Still gonna talk about it. So, I hope you enjoy and let's get started.
Thrilled to be joined by my friend and business partner, Dr. Lana Contos. So today, we'll share some great information with you on Awaken and specifically the product Zenith. So listen up because this information could actually change your health for the better. So first, just a few steps. Did you know that 1/3 of Americans are obese? And another 1/3 of Americans are overweight. Guys, that's 2/3 of our population that struggles with their weight. And it is an absolute fact that being overweight increases many of the long-term health issues, including coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, inflammatory conditions, and so many, many more. Being overweight will absolutely decrease your lifespan. So guys, we're not meant to be overweight like this. But over time, the lifestyle that we've kind of adapted has led us.
I'm already pissed off listening to this already because how dare you judge people's body types? Because what I've learned already is that just because someone has a bigger body structure, and this is not in any way an insult, because I am a skinny person who wishes I had more to my body than what I do, but to judge someone's body type and say that they're not healthy because of it, that's wrong. That's not right. Nope, don't like that. Don't like that already. Nope, 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 nope. All right. Yeah, I don't like that already. Don't like that.
To where we are today. But here's the good news. Being overweight is absolutely preventable and reversible. And you do have control of your health if you control your weight. So today you are going to hear from naturopathic doctor and digestive health specialist, Dr. Lana, and yours truly. I've been a registered nurse for nearly 30 years and I have a really diverse background, but now I practice under the umbrella of functional prevention and anti-aging medicine. So Lana and I are both privileged to be a part of Awakened Scientific Advisory Board, which you are going to be hearing more from in the next few weeks and months.
Stephanie, those statistics are eye-opening. And did you know the average American will spend about $308,000 in out-of-pocket medical expenditures, even with good insurance, if they don't get their health in order and if they remain a constant patient? So you can take Zenith faithfully every month for 60 years and not spend 1/3 of that dollar amount. So we're going to empower you all today with tips and answers to the most frequently asked questions about Awaken's brand new product, Zenith. So I want you to remember that Zenith is far more than fat loss, as you'll learn today. And I want you to know that this is not your fault. If you've struggled with weight loss and struggled to keep it off, this is not your fault. This is a hormone imbalance. And I want to remind everybody, we're not making any medical or health claims, and this is not a substitute for your primary care physician. So let's get started. Stephanie, what is Zenith and how does it work?
Oh my gosh, I love this product. So Zenith is simply a nutritional supplement. That's what it is. But it works on the leptin system. Your body has a whole leptin system. So we're going to tackle 3 terms that you guys really should know. Leptin, leptin resistance, and adiponectin. So first, let's talk about leptin. Leptin is a hormone. It's as simple as that. It's a hormone produced by adipose tissue or fat cells. Okay. The more fat you have, the more leptin you have. What leptin's job is, it basically is a signal. It signals the brain and hypothalamus when you've had enough fat stores in your body to stop eating and use that stored fat for energy. Conversely, if you're thin and your leptin levels are low, it'll tell your brain to keep eating and store those calories as fat. So adiponectin, another hormone. It's also released by fat cells, but also muscle cells. And overweight people tend to have a lower adiponectin level than normal weight people. Adiponectin's role is to decrease inflammation in the body and increase insulin sensitivity. And it also plays a really important role in metabolism and burning fat for energy. Leptin resistance, our last term, is actually seen as one of the primary contributors to obesity. Leptin resistance is when that signal I was talking about from your fat cells to your brain gets disrupted. And usually because you're storing too much fat, it's that middle fat that tends to look more like a leptin resistant person. And your fat cells, they communicate with your brain, right? They give that signal through this leptin system. So if your brain is flooded with too much hormone, too much leptin, it misses that signal that says, stop eating, burn fat. It misses that signal, so you still get the I'm hungry, keep eating, store fat signal. So what happens? You keep eating, you keep storing fat. It's literally a vicious cycle. What Zenith does is Zenith is simply a patented formulation that has been clinically proven in university studies over an 8-week period of time.
I'm highly doubting it's clinically proven. And those in the comments can let me know if any of this is accurate. And I mean, it's possible it's accurate. It's just I worry about the possible misinformation that could be spread and the detrimental effects of health-based wellness MLMs, because they cause a lot of eating disorders and stuff like that. So it's not helpful. It's not normally very good in my opinion. So that's where I have an issue.
Decrease those leptin levels by about 43% and increase adiponectin levels up to 116%. And that's what helps you lose pure fat. It's not muscle loss. It's not necessarily weight loss, though you will lose weight if you lose enough fat. It's pure fat loss. So it has a proven formulation to help balance those hormones in the right way to where they should have been. So now we're going to get into actually the ingredients. And I know Lana loves talking about this. So Lana, talk to me about what Zenith's ingredients are. Are they safe? And how long will Zenith take to work?
Oh, this is such a relief, everyone, because the ingredients in Zenith are completely safe. Zenith is made of basically two things, okay? Plant fibers and cetylated fatty acids. And that's a group of naturally occurring fats from a plant or animal source. And Zenith is plant sourced. And cetylated fatty acids also have an anti-inflammatory property to them. And Zenith is made of non-fermentable plant fibers, so they won't break down into sugar in your gut. There's no artificial ingredients. There's no laxatives or stimulants or caffeine in Zenith like you find in diet pills. This is not a diet pill. Zenith contains plant fibers, mainly grass, and cetylated fatty acids. Very simple. And you may see like different fancy names for plant fibers like hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose or HPMC. And those are simply plant fibers. Exceptionally high quality plant fibers, by the way. So don't be distracted by long different names. And bottom line, Zenith is plant fibers, mainly grass and cetylated fatty acids. And it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to balance leptin in general. It takes time, okay? So you may not lose a pound for 5 or 6 or maybe 7 weeks. Okay. We want the weight off in days. I get it. But it took us decades to get here. So it's not going to change in days. So be patient. And a big piece of your success is have a great attitude. Be thrilled that someone told you about Zenith and stay on course and take it.
Awesome. So for someone like me, and like I would want to know, so how long do I have to be on this supplement? You know, say I lose the 10, 30.
It's the questionable fact that she's like, it'll take this. Granted, I'm not for drastic weight loss in any way that they are encouraging, or that most of them encourage, in my opinion. But it's the fact that you're not a pyramid scheme in that way, because you say, oh, it'll take a while. Granted, you're going to be spending money, like lots of money per month on this product, which I don't even know how much it costs in general. So I will have to look that up.
Or even 50 pounds of weight. Can I stop taking it after that?
Great question. So again, Zenith isn't a diet pill. It's not a quick fix. Zenith is a long-term wellness tool. So Zenith is proven to balance hormones linked to fat burning, and you want that to continue, right? And then remember, those cetylated fatty acids, they have anti-inflammatory properties. So we want that to continue for life, right? So on average, you would take Zenith as directed on the bottle for about 6 to 12 months, because you have to allow the messaging between the brain and the fat cells to get clear, so to speak. And then you go on a long-term.
And this is how and why we trust our physicians, because this sounds, in my opinion, a little crazy. And so you're saying that they have to spend money every week for this product, which I don't even know how much it cost, for like a whole year or half a year to get the results. And it's not a scam? Okay.
Maintenance plan with Zenith. And don't worry, we will give helpful guidelines for everyone's long-term maintenance plan with Zenith. It's safe. You cannot get hurt on this. And you definitely want to take Zenith for a minimum of 8 weeks faithfully, because that was the time frame of the university study. And this is clinically proven to work. So I tell people also, remember the 3 W's, okay? Water, watch sugar, and walk. So what do I mean quickly? Water. Drink half your body weight in ounces of plain, still filtered water, 30 minutes away from food, without anything in it. No lemons, no limes, nothing in it, because that'll start the digestion process. So don't drink reverse osmosis or distilled water. That's dead water. There's no minerals in it. Don't drink tap water, highly contaminated, may even have carcinogens in it. Don't drink acidic water. So listen, you can easily test your water to make sure it's not acidic by going to Amazon and getting a little bottle of those pH drops that you put in a swimming pool. It's like $8, and you could drop them in bottled water or glasses of water. If it turns yellow, orange, or red, that's acidic water. Don't drink it. If it turns green, blue, or purple, that's more alkaline, and it is safe to drink. Some best bottled waters, if you're going to do that,
are they trying? Is she trying to make a case for Kenyan water? Because it sounds like it. Because, granted, since learning of the Ohio train derailment, it is more reasonable to be more cautious of water. That I get. But outside of that, if none of this had happened, tap water would still be good. I know not everyone's tap water is great. So like I can see in that way it's not always the best. But is she making a case for Kangen water? Because no.
Fiji, Evian, Aquapana, Essentia brand, and Smart brand waters. And it's important to know too, only sip water with your meals. Do not gulp a lot of water with your meals, because that disrupts digestion. So sugar, really quick. Okay, watch your sugar. This isn't food prison. It's not a diet, but obviously you can't live on. cookies and pies and cakes and sugary junk food and all those sugary syrups and coffees and high sugar coffee creamers or honey, agave, molasses. That's all sugar. So read your food labels and keep your sugar to 5 grams of sugar per serving or less. And don't drink fruit juice, okay? Fruit juice is a glass of fructose. That's sugar. Eat the whole fruit. Eat a piece of fruit. Don't drink the juice. Juice is damaging to our GI tract and blood vessels. And sugar tells the body to store fat. Lastly, walk. Don't stress. Don't go crazy. Just 7 to 10,000 steps a day if you can, or walk like 3 times a week for a half an hour. So simply walk and move your body if you can.
Love it. So Leanna, after that, people always ask me, so are there side effects, like contraindications? I know you talked about safety and the 2 ingredients that are the part of the product, so it's obviously safe, but are there any side effects or contraindications, especially like if we're taking any other medications?
Oh, perfect. And this is relieving too. Innocently, people take pharmaceutical medications really without much question. They get the script from their doctor and they take it. And listen, everyone, I was trained by Ivy League medical doctors. Okay, I'm not against all medication. There's absolutely a time and a place. But I think we'd all agree medications have side effects. Some of them can be quite dangerous. So listen, Zenith, again, plant fibers, cetylated fatty acids, there's no contraindications. There's no side effects to taking Zenith, and there's no contraindications with medications. So listen, this is simple. If you're on medications, this is exactly what you do. You contact your office of your primary care physician, and you contact them right away, and you email them the ingredients, the supplement facts on the label, and get that to you. You tell your doctor you are taking this plant-based, clinically proven, safe fat loss capsule faithfully. And you say, I'm told, Dr. So-and-so, that it's highly likely you're going to need to help me adjust my medications and possibly eliminate them. And, it's important to note that you are not asking the doctor's permission to take Zenith. This is safe. You're simply telling your doctor you're going to faithfully take it. You're planning on staying on it. And you need them to effectively monitor and adjust your medications. Because listen, when you lose fat, you kind of clean up those receptor sites on your cell membranes. Okay, so glucose can get in the cells, toxins can get out of the.
So
the part of the product, so it's obviously safe, but are there any side effects or
all right, so the fact that you're not even willing to listen to your doctor if they say you shouldn't take it, regardless of how good it may be and how natural it may be, I don't see that being a good idea. That's not smart. Just because you say I'm going to take it, you can monitor me, doesn't mean in our healthcare in this country is like, not that they can't do a good job, but it's questionable. And like, I don't know how to say it, like yes, you need to trust your doctor, but you also shouldn't go headfirst into this company and just be like, yep, taking it, because it may end up being more damage to you later. That's all. Like, and to not trust your doctor, at least if they know your medical history, you're taking risk as well.
medications, especially like if we're taking any other medications?
Oh, perfect. And this is relieving too. Innocently, people take pharmaceutical medications really the doctor's permission to take Zenith. This is safe. You're simply telling your doctor you're going to faithfully take it. You're planning on staying on it. And you need them to effectively monitor and adjust your medications. Because listen, when you lose fat, you kind of clean up those receptor sites on your cell membranes. Okay, so glucose can get in the cells, toxins can get out of the cells, and hormones can get in and out of your cells, and your body can operate better. So it's highly likely that your medications are going to need to be adjusted and possibly eliminated with the help of your doctor. And this is really exciting news for everyone.
That's a good thing.
So I have a question, Stephanie. Some people have mentioned that they get a headache or a little bit of diarrhea or like their skin itches or a little bit of a rash. Can you explain that?
Absolutely, because what you just said is there are no side effects from this product. So many people don't realize that actually toxins are stored in fat. So it's your body's protective mechanism to keep all those vital organs, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, all safe. So they store these toxins, which shouldn't be floating around in there, in the fat. And that's why sometimes, even with diet and exercise and people are trying to lose weight, people get stuck or they can't lose or they even plateau because your body is it's saying, I can't let go of that fat because I need to protect it from all these toxins that'll release, right? But Zenith, along with healthy eating, lots of water, some sort of exercise or movement, right, will help your body release fat, metabolize fat, and sometimes those toxins will be released too. So this way, that leptin lowering property of Zenith and the adiponectin, which gets raised, will help you lose fat. But when you lose fat, sometimes people can experience detox symptoms. That's the answer to your question. Those headaches, fatigue, bloating, diarrhea, an itchy spot on your skin or a little rash, that's not from Zenith. It is symptoms of detox.
Of course it wouldn't be that. Why would it be that? That could never happen. The logic is not there.
So keep going. It's actually a good thing. You're detoxing. It's working. I like to tell people, and I know you said this, give it at least 8 weeks. I tell people 2 to 3 months. Everybody is different. Don't compare yourself to anyone else's journey. You're going to hear that somebody lost 3 pounds in a week, and that's amazing. But there, on the other hand, someone may not lose a single pound, as you said, for 5 weeks. So keep going. Those are detox symptoms. So you kind of think about it. Boy, how toxic is my fat, right? I have had another one, Lana's, people asking me, why am I gaining weight on the product? I still have cravings or I'm feeling really bloated. How would you answer that question?
Absolutely. And relax, everyone. Again, this weight gain is mainly water weight gain at first because fiber pulls water in the intestines and you have to flush it out. And honestly, number one, most people don't drink enough good, still plain water. So make sure you're drinking your water, as I suggested, 30 minutes away from any food. And number two, people may not be used to this much fiber. I mean, Americans don't eat enough fiber, to be honest, by the way. And so this is what you do. You drink your water, you stop taking Zenith for just 2 days, okay? And then you start taking it again 2 days later, but you open the capsules and put all the contents in, like 1 tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. Not a bowl, not a cup, just 1 tablespoon in unsweetened applesauce 30 minutes before your 2 largest meal. And then number 3, many people have low stomach acid, okay? And this is a problem. You don't want low stomach acid reflux meds and over-the-counter heartburn meds and poor gut health, lower stomach acid. So what happens, that lower esophageal sphincter, that sphincter that's at the bottom of your esophagus, top of your stomach, we need that to close when the food goes in there and the stomach acid to break up your food. So what happens is we have low stomach acid, and that sphincter muscle kind of stays open like drapes blowing in the wind, and people have bloat or maybe some acid reflux symptoms. They don't feel so good. So what you can do, easily remedied, is you can take 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and like an ounce or 2 of water with your meals. Okay, that'll help that situation. And then lastly, I personally use and recommend a high quality combination of a pro and prebiotic. And I also use and recommend digestive enzymes or pancreatic enzymes, they're called. They break down your carbohydrates, your fats, and your protein as you eat. And we lose digestive enzymes as we age, and that starts at about age 25. And the cravings, those are a result of unbalanced gut microbiome, okay? So our gut bacteria is unbalanced innocently from life in general. I mean,
and again, with the gut health, how are you guys different? You guys talking about the same stuff any other MLM company out there has talked about. It's just a different prescription of product. Like, it's basically no different than like Prove It could be, or Plexus, or Herbalife, or Arbonne, or yeah, like all of these different health ones. They are not proving that they're better. They're just showing how much alike they are, and this is why they're dangerous. You don't listen, please, in my opinion, do not listen to when they say you're going to go to your doctor and do this. Doctors go to school to learn all these things, and they are the reason that we need to believe, like I know women, as a woman, there are times when our symptoms don't get acknowledged. There is that fact. But outside of that, you don't just make the choice to just start something and say you're going to do it without knowing fully how it could affect you, because not everyone reacts the same way or responds the same way in their body with a new product. Because just because they said it's plant-based doesn't mean it could be good. For all you know, they could have an allergy to what's in there.
This list upsets your gut bacteria. Sugar, alcohol, over-the-counter meds, prescription meds, birth control pills, fertilizer sprayed on our food supply, and stress all upset our gut bacteria. So think about this. Bad gut bacteria feeds on sugar, junk food, and animal protein. Good gut bacteria feeds on plants. So you will crave whatever the majority is of your own good or bad gut bacteria. So eat more plants, less animals. Don't stop taking Zenith. Your cravings will wane as you stay on Zenith. So, Stephanie, I've heard people say they started opening the capsules regularly. Can you talk about that? Why are they doing that?
Sure. And this is a great question because I actually started opening my capsules about a week or so ago. Not that everyone has to do this. Most people will not have to open their capsules, but there are a few indications why you might want to. So for me, I realized that I just have a faster than normal gastric emptying time. Remember, no two people are exactly the same. Everybody's different. It's just my body. So about those capsules, so this is what I want. It's not that they're not being digested. It's some people empty faster, or they have other conditions, as you just mentioned, like low stomach acid, or they're taking antacids. The capsules that Zenith uses are USP approved, so US Pharmacopoeia approved capsules. Okay, so that means that the US Pharmacopoeia standards are a capsule has to digest within 30 minutes of hitting your stomach, and it passes. Our capsule digests in or dissolves in less than 25 minutes. So it passes, it's perfect. I just happen to be one of those people that has a faster gastric emptying time. So if you know that you're fast, then maybe you want to open your capsules. The only other reasons you would open your capsules are if you have a hard time swallowing pills, if you have any digestive issues, like again, the low stomach acid, the taking acids, if you have a lot of heartburn, if you've had any gastric surgeries like gastric bypass, sleeve, lap band, etc., those are reasons why you would want to open your capsules. Or if you've been on Zenith, for 5 or 6 weeks and you're not noticing a difference yet, it may be too that you just have an undiagnosed low stomach acid or fast gastric emptying time. So go ahead and break those capsules open. And as Lana said, you can put them in a teaspoon or a tablespoon of applesauce. Or what I do is I just take the capsule, I twist it, I open them up, the contents are still there, and I pop them in my mouth just with the capsule broken apart. And I take plenty of water with that. So I just take both halves and swallow them with water. But I know I'm going to utilize Lana's background and her being a digestive health specialist right now. Can you tell everybody just why Zenith is just a great supplement in general, a great supplement for digestive health, and also how it relates to that? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and I've done studies on it too, is that gut-brain relationship.
Right. Simply, this is fascinating. I mean, Zenith, this is so exciting. I think most people know 70% of our immune system is in our gut. Okay. Our enteric nervous system is in our gut. We have a nervous system in our gut. A lot of healthcare professionals call the gut the second brain. And the gut brain axis is the communication link between our intestines and our cognitive and emotional areas of our brain. So we know Zenith opens that communication between our fat cells, our
This is just beginning to sound a little crazy, that the fact that they think your brain doesn't already communicate with your body for a lot of different areas. Like, this is what our brain does. Like, it tells us stuff all the time. What?
tissue in our brain. So Zenith lowers leptin. Leptin acts on our hypothalamus, which is our command center. It's responsible for keeping our body in balance or homeostasis. And the hypothalamus helps control your body temperature, your sleep cycle, your food intake, our emotions, thyroid health, adrenals, kidneys, reproductive organs, to name a few. And leptin acts on the brainstem. This is fascinating. So cognition and memory come into play. So a lot of people are saying, and this is anecdotal, this is their stories, but I've talked to so many people that have said, oh my gosh, I'm on Zenith and I'm so happy. I can't believe it. I don't get as upset as quickly, and I'm more chill, and I'm zen. I'm less anxious. I'm less stressed. I'm getting.
Are you sure maybe they're not doing something else? No hate, because I get it. But, like, are you sure they're not just doing something else that makes them feel that way? Because I'm doubting, in my opinion, the anecdotes of it makes me feel this way. Just saying. Just saying.
We're done. And I honestly believe, because of what I just shared, Zenith balances leptin, and leptin acts on the brain, and the brain and the gut are connected. So Zenith, this is also, Zenith is a fantastic prebiotic, and a prebiotic feeds your good gut bacteria. Okay. So think of prebiotics as the good fertilizer to the garden in your gut. Okay. I think you can see that Zenith is far, far more than just fat loss. We want to not stop taking it, and we want to stay the course. And it's just fascinating. I'm so blessed to know about it. And Stephanie, thank you for inviting me to talk with you and to share with everyone. And I'm going to send this back to you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was the end of that. You let me know. I know I'm still just learning about this company, but I already have an issue with it. It's not good. I don't like when they go down these health aspects that, even if someone is registered and knows some of the health aspects, it is still put into question of their ethics of it. So that's where I stand on that. You guys let me know what you think and comment down below, and I'll see you next time.